to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Mr. Rajit Mehta, Managing Director at Max India, joining in. Welcome to the show, Mr. Mehta, and always a pleasure to speak to you and get insights from you. Firstly, Mr. Mehta, if you could just help us understand the exact business model in terms of where Max India is concerned, as well as Antara. How did he enter the senior care industry, and what has the establishment inception looked like?
Got it. Thank you, Hiral, for the opportunity. As you know, Max has had the history of identifying opportunities and trends very early, and then creating successful businesses and iconic brands. So, for example, we spotted the life insurance opportunity way back in 2000, established Max New York Life with the one of the largest insurers in America, and in 2012 partnered with Mitsui Sumitomo, which is the 7th largest general insurers in the world. And now that brand is about 40,000 crores business valuation, 100,000 crores assets under management, 10% market share, the 4th largest private insurer in India. Similarly, the healthcare opportunity came to us, sometime in 2002. We went on to create a dominant brand of Max Healthcare in the north, and now the 3rd largest, private hospital across India, about 3,400 beds against, again a 36,000 crore, market cap. So Max Bupa and so on and so forth. So we spotted the senior care opportunity, way back in 2010. So after the divestment of Max Bupa and Max Healthcare, Max India got restructured. The new Max India now is the holding company for Antara Senior Care. So we spotted this opportunity way back in 2010. And if you look at all the indicators in India, I mean, this is the fastest growing age segment in India. About 8% of today's population is senior citizens, will become about 20% by 2050. Life expectancy has gone up. Unfortunately, the disease burden has gone up. So today, about 40% seniors are complaining of cardiac or vision issues. About 17% have dementia, which all of us are quite underreported in India. 2% face loneliness. And to our surprise, we found in a sample survey, about 20-25% are staying alone as well. The issue from a financial perspective, from a social perspective, from an emotional perspective needs urgent attention. And that's what we spotted the opportunity. So the sector today, I call it a sector, it's not really a sector, it's in a very nascent stage. Is about $10 to $12 billion. And there are opportunities across 4 value pools as we have spotted. So Antara is creating an integrated care ecosystem for seniors. So there are residences for seniors, which is also called independent living, where if you are healthy, but you want to stay in a community with safety and security, you can choose to stay in apartments or resorts for seniors. The second opportunity is what is called outside India assisted living. We call it care homes. These are smaller dwellings, about 30 beds, 35 beds, where you can rent a room. These are meant for seniors who can't be maintained at home because of age-related issues, either mobility or bathing or medication or monitoring, or have gone through a very intense medical episode, a transplant, cardiac bypass, or stroke, or come for treatment from outside the city or outside the country. They need safe places to stay pre and post surgery. So this is called, the care home vertical. Some seniors, who need help but don't want to shift out to the comfortable environment of their home, we call it care at home. And then medical equipment required for assisting seniors. These are 4 verticals currently Antara is focused on to create, as I said, an integrated care ecosystem for seniors. So that's the model.
Right. So overall, how do the industry dynamics look like, and what's the size of this segment?
It's quite a nascent sector, quite fragmented. It was in the past real estate led, where people were creating different formats of independent living, dwellings either in urban cities or in suburbs. So there are different players creating different kind of facilities. So some are creating memory care, some are creating assisted living, some are doing care at home. So a very fragmented sector currently. As I said, the total opportunity is about $10 to $12 billion. So more specifically, residences is about $1 billion opportunity. Care at home, $3.9 billion. Assisted living about $1.1 billion. And the patient aid segment, what I call as Medcare, is about $515 million. So that's the size of the industry so far.
Right. And overall, if you see in terms of geographies, where are we present in right now in terms of giving our services in which states?
So we started off with our first, development in Dehradun, which was independent, residences for seniors. That's a 14-acre resort kind of living, quite pristine environment between a river and the mountain. About 197 units, about 60,000 square feet of club and wellness space, 5,000 square feet of medical services space. Since inception, we have sold about 86% of the inventory is gone. So about 125 people live in that vibrant community right now. And we have done about total till December 21 since inception, about 486 crores worth of collection. That was the first, first community. The second community came up in early 2020. That's in Noida, which is, in NCR, as all of us know. Again, sector 150, a sports sector, 86% is green, about 330 units in the first phase. And despite, COVID wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, we have sold about 63% of the inventory. And till December 21, we collected about 66 crores. So it's a different style, independent living. So we learned from our experience in Dehradun. In Dehradun, we have bought the land, we constructed ourselves, and we operate the community. In Noida, we have a partner who's contributed the land parcel. We are designing, constructing, selling, and we'll operate the community. So that's the second facility. So this is residences for seniors. Then we started what is called Antara assisted care, the verticals I talked about of assisted living, memory care homes, medical equipment, and care at home. That started sometime in April 2020.
Yeah.
And currently we've got about 70 beds with 10 memory care beds in NCR, about 16 product lines in care at home, from critical care at home to X-ray at home to physiotherapy to diagnostics, and about 1,100 SKUs for medical equipment, both rental and sales model. We launched perhaps India's first and only medical checkup van on wheels. So it's a fully fitted out, van with X-ray, TMT, ECG, blood work, and doctor consult. So the seniors need not go to a hospital for an executive health checkup. So that business we launched sometime in 2020. So far, in the last few months, we have done about 15 crores of business. The first year was about 5 crores. So we are growing, quite fast. We are the youngest organization to receive a QAI certification, the certification for facilities, which really signifies the strength of your processes. And our customer satisfaction scores have been 80% plus. In December, they were 90%, in fact. So it's a very fast growing business, about 4x growth in revenue so far, based on convenience, clinical quality, and trust. So that's how the business has done so far on all the verticals.
Right. And Mr. Mehta, overall, in terms of where the Noida model goes, that is pretty different from your existing models as well. So how is it different? And do you think that's something which we want to scale up as well?
That's right. So Dehradun is one of its kind quality, facility. But we kind of learned from that model. So Noida is more affordable, smaller apartments. And the monthly maintenance cost also is, is quite reasonable as compared to other real estate facilities. So the Noida kind of model is replicable, and we are working on about 3 clusters. So we'll create about 5 to 7 communities across Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Gurgaon, Noida, and Dehradun. That's for the residences. For even the Antara assisted care services, we are focused on 4 million customers across the 3 clusters of North, West, and South, with a household income of about 15 lakhs and above. So that's really our geography and our customer segment focus.
Right. And overall, in terms of Antara as well, what is the key focus area on that front?
So as I said, the focus area is to create the integrated, care ecosystem. Because if you are well and you want to live in a community, you can choose, residences for seniors. If you need help on a daily basis, you can shift to our care home. If you need the same services at your home, you can opt for care at home. And if you need aids for your recovery, orthotic aids, respiratory aids, hospital beds, air mattresses, then you can choose our medical equipment. So really, we want to create an integrated system for seniors. And we reserved about 300 crores of capital for the growth of all the businesses. As you know, from our published quite a robust balance sheet, enough capital to be able to fund Antara's growth.
Right. And overall, from a medium to long-term perspective, what are the key milestones or aspirations that we have right now?
So I said about 2 to 3 communities every year, reaching about 5 to 7 in the next 5 years, about 35 to 40 care homes, stroke memory care homes across North, West, and South clusters, and a robust medical equipment business. So about 400 to 500 crores of revenue over the next 5 to 7 years is what we're aspiring for.
Right. And do you think to see the kind of expansion and growth that we are looking at, we will be looking to raise funds?
Maybe in the next 18 to 24 months. As of now, we are well capitalized. So we have this is about 638 crores, and we have about 385 crores in our treasury corpus, about 160 crores of monetizable assets. So currently we are well funded. But maybe as we scale up, 18 to 24 months from now, we will look at some fundraising as well.
Right. All right, Mr. Mehta, thank you so much for speaking to us at Nirmal Bang. It's always a pleasure to get insights from you. A very different and a very unique business model that we are looking at as well, and a niche that could grow and become a category in itself as well. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe and speak to you soon again.
Thank you very much.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.